Welcome to our morning devotions. My name is Barnabas, Chiboboka. Our second installment in the series Imitating Paul as we imitate Christ. I've entitled our discussion today, Paul, our model. Let's just have an insight into his life. Saul was born in Tarsus, modern day Turkey. He was born, his father was from this town or city, but his mother was a Jew from the tribe of Benjamin. And that explains why the Apostle Paul took advantage of his status, and he had dual citizenship. He was brought up nonetheless in Jerusalem, and in terms of his education, he sat under a mighty teacher by the name of Gamaliel. He was a respected Jewish teacher, and he grilled the Apostle Paul. He became a Pharisee, and as a Pharisee, he was indeed a very staunch Pharisee. But his zeal led him to persecute Christians. As we know, the high priest and other officials used the Apostle Paul to pursue Christians, to hunt them and bring them bound to Jerusalem. And so he thought that zeal was right, but of course it was misguided. And during one of his trips, he traveled to Damascus. It was during this trip, just before he arrived in Damascus, that the Lord appeared to him. The Lord confronted him through a blazing light and also audible voice. Paul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Who are you, Lord? He asked. I am Jesus whom you are persecuting. And so Paul was told to go to the city of Damascus, and there he will be told what to do. God raised a man by the name of Ananias to reach out to Paul, to heal him of his blindness because he was unable to see, to baptize him, and to commission him as a servant that has been isolated for work, specifically to reach out to the Gentiles. When he came back to Damascus from Arabia, he got in with the apostles, the other apostles, Barnabas and other believers, and they welcomed him, but others were after his life, and so they wanted to kill him. He had to run to Jerusalem. Again in Jerusalem, they welcomed him, but again they wanted to kill him, and so he went to his hometown in Tarsus. And so in Tarsus, he stayed for some time until Barnabas went for him and brought him to the church at Antioch. And there he began the formal ministry. It was from there that he was appointed or sent out as a missionary together with Barnabas in the first missionary journey for 2 years. It's the second time for the second missionary journey. And he came back. That took about 3 years. The first missionary journey, 2 years. Second missionary journey, 3 years. The third missionary journey, 4 years. It was during the end of the fourth year that the Apostle Paul went to Jerusalem. And it was in Jerusalem that he was apprehended, accused of defiling the temple, and formally arrested. The soldiers protected him, and when they saw that the Jews were after his blood, they brought him to Caesarea. And there he was in the custody of Governor Felix, then Governor Festus. Then later on they had trials with these people and also with King Agrippa. So to Caesar he was sent. And so he went to Rome, and in Rome he was there for 2 years as under house arrest. Okay, the book of Acts does not go beyond that, but records do show that he was released briefly, but rearrested and executed by Emperor Nero between AD 64 and 67. And at the end of his life, Apostle Paul was able to say, I have fought the fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. At the end of our lives, when everything is done, when we cross over to the other side of life, what will be the summary of our life? How will people summarize our life? Are we working at living a God-glorifying life so that at the end of it, we will live a life that is full of triumph? Or is it going to be a life that is full of defeat and scars and stumbling? May the life of Paul assist us to resolve to live a life that at the end of it all, we'll be able to say these words without blushing, or other people saying these words without blushing about us. I have fought the fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Thank you very much.